Look at this whole fucking. No, I got the mouse over there. But yo, this whole fucking lot is filled with cars, bro. You got the fucking people over there, gang. I left the other phone in the car. Hold on. If y'all chatting, I don't know if I can see y'all chatting, but if y'all chat, I don't know. Bro, like full blown, it's just packed. You got dirt bikes over there, dirt bikes over there. The drift track, I gotta walk through this whole fucking strip just to get there, bro. But the lot itself is filled with fucking like, there's like a car beat itself with the lot. Let's hurry up. My Apple Watch is dead, but let me see. It is 2:07 right now, and it dipped. Do I don't know if y'all niggas just tuning in right now. Can I flip the camera, or does it stay like that? I don't even know for real. He left his car door open. He's tweaking. Shit. People keep looking at me when I'm streaming. That should be weird. Nobody's watching. How the fuck do I flip the camera? Oh, you could. Let me see the chat. Damn, how the fuck? My dress be poking out like, oh shit. Damn, that shit's hard. Yo, why my braids be? Nah, I don't fuck with braids. Shit, my braids throwing up gang signs and shit. I don't like that shit, bro. And there's another drift track over there. Right over there. I see hella cars parked over there, so I'm not sure what the fuck is going on over there. Right now, it's a nice, decent walk over there and shit. You know what I'm saying? You know your boy mic'd up. Should bring my damn hoodie. Not gonna hold you. Bro, the parking lot itself is like a car meet, bro. Not gonna hold you. I'm not even gonna be there for too long. Max probably like for 2 hours, maybe. Cause it's like an hour drive from where I live at. And the cars pulling up, it's tough. Like, oh shit. Damn. Shit, I didn't even know they could really bring their dirt bikes over here. I think people come here on a daily basis and shit. With their dirt bikes and just like ride those shit. That shit was like hella fun. I'm not gonna hold you. I'll dead eyes do that, not gonna hold you. This is the dirt bike track. This is where everybody over there in dirt bike. They got more people pulling up and shit. They just pulling up and shit. cameras and just walk around this shit. Niggas just trying to get to the drift track. He said, shit, my arm is fucking killing me. Holding this fucking shit, live streaming this shit off my phone. Okay, I'm not even probably supposed to be live streaming for too long. I think YouTube. Oh, you're right, bro. Just don't go out. You know, just in that view. That's why. Nigga shouldn't have wore Crocs here, bro. It was a bad idea to wear Crocs to a dirt track, bro. How gonna hold you? A horrible idea. The fuck is this line for?
So with that one, yeah, I'm gonna get on.
You gotta get a stamp to go in. I ain't even know.
Or if you tell me I need to grab a car or something, besides that, bro.
Mommy has it.
Why would you take that all the way up here? I don't want to get away. How hard is it for you to get over here?
Take it.
You want no snacking here?
No.
Take it.
Go ahead, boy.
Shit, bro. Ah, shit, I should have never got rocks in my goddamn. Which you call that shit? Shit. Alright, so I'm gonna turn the camera around so y'all can see. Hold on. That shit clean. People be sleeping on those cars, bro. Not gonna hold you. Sleep on those shits. We're gonna make our way over there to the drift track over there in a second. But first, let's get a roll around the cars and shit. They got this black ass stamp, and I'm black as shit. Oh, so that's actually tough. All cut out though. Huh? Yeah. Well, I'm streaming right now. Yeah. This your boyfriend? What's up, bro? Nice to meet you, bro. Yeah, that drift track packed as hell. Who? Who?
A big one. We got 6 cups of rum. We got donuts.
Uh-huh.
We got a whole bit of That's about a year. A big one.
Okay, alright. Just send it to me. You know I'll be there.
I'll just have to chat.
Oh, yeah. That's who, yeah.
Letting you know, it's called Acid Whips Part 2.
Isn't that, Assassin's car over there or some shit? Isn't that his?
Yeah.
What the fuck?
I'm trying to find the lost goodies stand. I'm gonna think where it's at.
Yeah, probably over there somewhere. I'm not even sure.
You gotta get you in the GTR now. That's your next car. That's your next car.
All the GTRs lined up. But golly, look at this motherfucker right here. Hold on. Very neat. Alright, look at this. Look at that. Broski went all out for his shit, bro. Sorry, my boy. I definitely gotta go over there. Look at that. Sometimes yours. Yeah, bro, spent a grip. Put a nice little grip on this, yeah. Probably spent as much as that GTR on this bitch, bro. Not gonna hold you. Hit job. But he definitely, he probably got it wrapped. Oh shit. Ain't seen one of these before, have y'all? This shit crazy. You know they got they shit right here. Sorry, bro. Is that the NSX? Oh, the I. There's just so many cars to look at, bro. Oh my god, this Civic is clean, wide body. What is that? A K? Is that the K? I'm not even sure. That shit.
What's up, sir?
My RB's sick as shit. What kind of fender is that? Look at that. Yo. Look at that shit, bro. Look at that Charger over there. That shit's sick. Now this is worth paying $30 for. Honestly. Think about it. And this car is giving Juice WRLD and shit like that. Yeah, I'm a big fan of Juice. Everybody know this shit. Oh shit. Lost Goonies. God. Yeah. That's all I got to say. Email. Talking about my stream, Liberty Walks, my body kit. I was talking about that shit on my stream. Like, golly, look at this fucking Hellcat. Look at this shit. 8-6s lined up, bro. What's just 2 right here? 8-6s.
Brisky works his way into outside two,
bro. My boy would fucking enjoy it if he was here, bro.
All the way down the outside zone.
Telling you, my
Jacob
G.
rotating past that inside clip, doing a good job. Calling composed to be working his way into that outside zone number 4.
Hold on, let's look at the drift, because I'm not sure how long they're going to be drifting for. We're going to go check out the drift.
Take a look at he does exactly that. Back on track, last outside zone.
Boy, looking chopped right now, but I don't give a fuck because I'm not here for females.
Into the battle. We'll see how the judges weigh it, see where he gets placed, but nonetheless, we'll see him in the show.
Oh, they got a show going on?
Our next driver up on the line, tires warm, he's locked and loaded. The last of our 32 drivers here, but definitely not least, make some noise for Chris piloting that IS 300. I guess technically, would that be a 400, an IS 400? I'm pretty sure this thing has a UD underneath the hood. Nonetheless, that
all right, and that will be an 80.3 for Jacob Bruski and 80.3 for Jacob.
Chris Knapp waiting for those lights to illuminate as they do. And here we go, green light means go. Chris Knapp, our final of our first run down our list of 32 drivers. Chris Knapp initiates well before that last initiation point, getting into the outside zone number 1, right on the edge of the track with the back tire of that IS, that UZ singing all the way through. Tire smoke in the air as he rotates down through outside 2, keeping his composure through outside 3. That IS looking stout as he rotates past that inside clip, a ton of angle crank, setting himself up nice and wide for outside 4. Spinning those 235 tires all the way up into the people's corner, keeping that IS out of the dirt, but right on the outside edge of the course here of the Gambler. Back to hitter's tape on the taillight. This thing's ready for a paint job, but he's not ready to keep the taillights in it as he puts it right across the wall and across the finish line. A heater from Chris Knapp. We'll have to see how it, but either way, we will see him in the show. That is points on the board. Now, if you guys are just joining us, that concluded our first runs of our 32 drivers, but don't go anywhere. We're going to send them all again. We have a few drivers with a couple of goose eggs. Definitely going to get weird here as it's starting to feel a little bit of a drizzle. But nonetheless, our drivers and machines, we don't stop. They have to now manipulate themselves in order to continue to get the points that they need to be in the show. Most of our drivers already sitting on some points, are already locked themselves in. Those few drivers that had a few hiccups in our first laps, unfortunately, the pressure is on. They have to figure it out. It's now or never to get into the big show later to get those big checks and all the glory of standing on the podium at the end of the event.
That's right, and that will be an 82.3 for Chris Knapp, an 82.3. We're going to go ahead back up to the top of the order. We're going to take a quick 2-minute break here so the judges can use the bathroom, and then we'll be right back here with you for our second half of qualifying here today.
With that being said, this will be a great time to wander over, check out that food court thanks to Panda Fest and Los Goonies, as well as Sneaky Pete's Bar thanks to Raceway Park. There's drink specials available. Make sure you tip your bartenders. Wander around, check out these beautiful builds littered through all of Raceway Park right now. And then make sure if you see your drivers out and about, show them some love. Let them know what's up, hype them up. You want to get these guys really, really jazzed up because then they start doing some wild stuff. Thank you guys once again for joining us here at round 2 of the Gambler, combined here with Los Goonies Panda Fest. We'll take a short break, take some bathrooms, get some snacks. We'll see you guys here in a minute.
This shit is crazy. Oh yeah, we see the chat. Trying to debate should we walk around for 2 minutes or should we just wait and like find a seat up there? trying to debate what should I do, because I'm that ass by myself, but I don't give a fuck, honestly. Niggas, bruh, trying to dead ass debate whether I should sit up there by myself or not. I might make my way around. I'm gonna low-key come back because 2 minutes is kind of crazy to wait. 2 minutes is kind of crazy to wait, not gonna hold you. So, come back. Hella heads. These shits are big, bro. Hey, what's up, bro? How you doing, man?
I'm chilling, bro.
Everything good, bro?
He works at Carvana.
Yeah. Nah. Bro, this shit packed, bro. Like, big as hell. This is my first time being here out of all the times that they host, honestly.
This is the second time.
Second time. You was here last year?
I was here 3 years ago
3 years ago?
when they had it at the airport.
Oh, okay. I mean, this is their first time having it here, though. I believe so, right? Yeah. Yeah.
Catch you later.
All right, bro. Enjoy. Yo, this chaser. Clean as shit. Right here. Bro, next time, bro. Honestly, I'll say next time I come here, I'm probably, bro, mark my words, I'm gonna be big, bro. Everybody's gonna be asking me for pictures, bro. So people don't know me now, but watch, man, watch. And I'm like, is your name Amin? Such. Shit's are mad clean, my boy. Fucking love this shit, bro. This is the shit people don't get, bro. I wish they had more stances up there. I don't want to be up there and niggas popping shit. Can't handle that. Yeah. Prices RX-7 is tough. So fucking clean. That color is amazing. RX-7. And this Z right here is clean too, not gonna hold you. Honestly, I don't even need to go over there to watch the drift track. I can stay over here and watch them drift, honestly, from right here. So I ain't really gotta be over there. It feels, is that a monster truck behind them? What the fuck? This is clean. Oh my god. Another 8.6. This is not an 8.6. What is it? 8. All spoons. Look at this. Cool, this shit is clean, classic, but clean. Yes, sir. This shit is fucking valid. Look at that. And these were all the food courts and stuff that I already ate when I came here, so I'm not even worried about getting nothing to eat. That's where like all the food courts and shit like that is. And these cars are fucking amazing. You got all the little stuff you can buy here. I'm not buying anything. I low-key want those license plates though. Those license plates go hard. Nah, but I don't need it.
But like besides that, I haven't really found anything that I was like.
This is pretty much making our way back around. This Ferrari's clean. I'm low-key like, didn't I come this way? Yeah, it's pretty much I already made my way around. I'm gonna go back this way, live streaming. People don't even know I live stream, you know what I'm saying? I think sorry. And it feels weird, honestly. I ain't got no. But that shit wasn't charging the whole time, bro. I'm sick as hell. You're definitely clean. Look at that. What's it? Says RX-7, the Supra, with what was this, IS, I forgot which car this is. Badass, it was bad. Look at this badass turbo. Oh my god. Supra, Supra, Supra. All the Supras lined up, bro. Alright, alright. Oh, this is the cleanest RX-7 I've seen so far. He got the chips there. It's a big ass turbo. Look at that. Fucking valid. Big ass wing in the back. It's so fucking clean. Very bad. It's good, bro. Look at this. Now this right here, this legacy. Oh my god, this shit is fucking thick. All right, they finished start racing again. That's tough. That's what, bro. This is what I'm trying to get to, bro. This is why I'm doing this streamer shit. It's like it's all leading up to something to race. You know what I'm saying? To drift and all that other stuff. You know? Fuck, love this man. It's just work. Wouldn't scare me the fuck out of me. Not told you. Hey, holy shit. I ain't gonna lie, these wooden steps getting shit. Look, it's pretty much how it is. And you got the dirt bike track over there, which is tough as hell. And you got the bar. Look at that. I mean, yeah. This shit scared the fuck out of me. I'm gonna hold you. 77.3. Gotta make sure my feet in my pocket because I'm at the very top and I don't wanna go all the way down there and look for my shit. Nah, you good, bro. You good, G. Yeah. You got. Oh my God. Look at that. Oh my God. That's so. Yes, sir. Yes, sir, Steve. How can the judges see that, bro? Honestly. Like, oh, oh, the green car right there, guys. My green car. The green car, bro. Look at that shit. Oh my God, that's insane. It's green car. Oh, yes, sir. That's it. So fucking clean, man. Next, I believe is that's the M2. I'm not sure. I can't see it from over there. Yeah. Oh my god. Oh, man. Oh, yo, that BMW went crazy. You can hear the turbo just cooler in that motherfucker. Jesus Christ. It's the best view yet. Yeah, that's Shelby in the eye. Who's next? If I'm here, it looks, I can't even really see. I'm not even sure what car is up next. They got the drone. What did you about to do? Hold on. Oh, it's 240 X2. Is that not a? Oh my god, that shit is so sexy, bro. Look at it. Oh my god. Yes, sir. Oh, yes, yes. I can only imagine, man. Leaving out of here is gonna be a bitch, bro. It's gonna be nothing but traffic leaving out of here, man. I can already see, so I'll be definitely dipping the footing and everything. Oh, shit. Oh, that shit is so good. Oh my god. Oh, really about that. Mm. Oh, hello, live stream on YouTube. Mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Hey, what? Should have been blurring and following it. Okay. Which one? Oh! Oh, crazy. Not gonna hold you. It's crazy, Rick.
Waiting on our judges' final points of Dimitri Boosting here at round 2 of the Gamble.
And sure enough, like we were right again, we were off the point. That is going to be an 89.6 for Dimitri Boosting. Grab it some more points over 89.6. Up next on the line, we have Nick Delicious. And another crew with those recruits out today.
I'm pretty sure this group was around when XDCFD was around. Delesio is a OG to everything and everything. I bought a pallet of dips off this man years ago. But here we go, second qualifying lap. He's a little shy off the box, but gets in there late. Doing a great job here, the backside of that S13, exactly where it needs to be. Gets down the hill, right into outside 3, checks off the checklist, rotates to that only front inside flip, keeping that S13 exactly where it needs to go. A little shy off the edge, and stays out of it. But nonetheless, here, these are points. A bit weird there, I'm not gonna lie. Maybe, he needs another espresso, wake him up. Get that on the throttle a little hammer, but there he goes. Big shot off the wall, keeping the car nice and safe. He's already in the show. He doesn't need the points. I think maybe machine longevity here with the strategy.
It's possible. Nick also is an incredibly consistent driver. He's sitting on a 78.6, and I probably expect similar scores to that 71. We can check out the replay here. If you guys are watching in person, you're curious what we're looking at up here in the tower and what everyone's seeing back home, head over to Raceway Park's YouTube channel, and you can check out the live stream with drone footage, courtesy of our amazing drone team. Thank you guys so much. We'll take a quick second to thank all of our drone pilots, all of our media, and our track workers. We cannot put this event on without you guys, and nobody would look cool on the internet without our media. So make sure you thank your media, hook them up, give them some footage, support media here at Raceway Park.
You guys at home are getting such a treat. Our drone operators doing a fantastic job showing off. Honestly, I think the roof on Delesio's car has been there maybe longer than majority of some of these people have been driving. But Delesio throwing down another quality lap here at round 2 of the Gambler. He's locked and loaded. He's ready to go. But our next driver, unfortunately, has some pressure put onto him.
And we're right again, Mike. So that was another 78.6. Delesio had the exact same score as last time. Points for consistency, I guess. For you, of course. He's going to keep that.
We don't get to award it. The judge's point. Or the guy out there. Heading first. Anyway, here we go. Jimenez, the pressure on. He needs points. I don't care what he does. He needs points, and that's not going to do it. Jimenez, unfortunately, seems to have machine troubles. But that's motorsports. You'll get that on those big jobs. He's going to limp that thing down the hill. We'll get him off the track here. But unfortunately, I think Jimenez's weekend is over.
Unfortunately, I believe you're right, Mike. It is a requirement here of competition that the driver has to put down a scored qualifying run, even if it is, a 5. I don't know if we've ever even got that low. We've seen scores in the 30s in the past, but it needs to be a score. There needs to be a completed run to showcase that they're actually fit for taking competition. And unfortunately, that is going to be our first driver to fall out of the top 32.
that machine can see his second qualifying lap. But our next up on the line, after he warms up his tires in the bark box, as soon as Jimenez is done with his Sunday stroll, is Jeff Stoneback.
I'm going to break your heart here, Mike, because Jimmy Rayburn has packed up. That axle took him out. I don't know if he's out of spares, but unfortunately it was an axle, I believe, which was wrong with his car, and he did not have the means to fix it here, so he did pack up. So I stand corrected. That would be 2 drivers that have dropped out of competition already. Yeah, I mean, it's part of comp, especially at a higher level, and even though Gambler is a grassroots competition, it still is a competition. Everyone, brought their cars out, they've got them running on the edge, they're trying to win, they're trying to end up on the podium, so things happen in motorsports, and them's the breaks.
And here we go, that front street dead. That S15 powered by Jeff Stoneback, already with some points on this board from his first lap of qualifying. He's in the bark box, doing a little bit of rollbacks here for the U2 to make sure his tires are nice and hot. Those 235 tire limit has made all these machines and drivers work a little bit for it. I don't care what kind of horsepower you have, you got to shove it through a 235. And it looks like Stoneback is going the wrong direction.
Do you think he made himself dizzy? Does he not know he's headed back to the pits? I'm joking, of course.
It looks like he has a tire DB in the burnout box. Kind of saucy trying to throw through that 235.
That thing had like a deep breath in it, huh? It was like, how's 2 PSI?
I mean, I've taken the valve cores out before. Let her breathe.
So the drivers do get a competition timeout. It's 1 timeout for the entirety of comp. So we're going to find out if he would like to take his comp timeout in order to change that tire, or if he's going to just let it ride with that 73.3 he already has.
Oh shit, is that a Corvette?
Alright, it looks like we got confirmation. He's going to bow out with his second qualifying run. Make sure that his car is up to our requirements of both safety and use, so he can get it back out to the battles. He's already sitting on points, so he didn't need to take that run. An unfortunate turn of events, always a pleasure to watch Stoneback drive, but he's going to bow out that time. We'll see him into our battles here in the bracket of our top 32. Our next driver warming up his tires, hopefully he can keep those things on, is Jake Little, piloting that RTS Corvette. You guys are joining us on the live stream on YouTube. Thank you once again. Blow up the chat. Make Sarah read a little bit. But also, you see those sponsors on the bottom right-hand side. Make sure you show them some love on the internet. They help make these amazing events happen here at Raceway Park. But here we go. Jake Little taking his second qualifying lap here as we're starting to get a little bit of a spritz coming out as Jake throws in well early before that last initiation point, getting into outside zone number 1. One tire in, one tire out, straddling that outside line as he works his way to outside 2. That RTS logo nice and prominent as he works his way down the hill and shuts it off. A big wobble there. Jake, unfortunately, has not been able to
Yeah, unfortunately, I'm not sure if weather was going to have anything to do with it. As Dan is one, it's really hard to sprinkle. I'm not sure that it's starting to be a little slick out there. So he did finish
We got fucked up a little bit. Fucked up a little bit.
69.6 from his first qualifying round, more than enough to get home.
Yeah, maybe some strategy here as well. If the rain hits your windshield, your mental goes up.
Gambler, we're glad to see him back there in that Barbie car. He's just a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
Also,
He said he's just a girl in the Barbie.
so now that he's got to show off for his son right now. He's got the rain coming down. Maybe thanks to his first qualifying
shit,
run,
it's starting to come down.
maybe this rain will give him a little more advantage to put the car where we want to see it. He starts manipulating that 350Z out to the outside edge of the track. He got one tire a little deep and pulls it back onto the asphalt as he gets that 350Z down into outside zone number 2. Keeps it under composure for outside 3. Definitely the most wild part of this track here, especially with the weather change.
Look at that
Between
shit.
the hill, the gravity helping you out.
He caught. Oh shit.
Hey man, we need that back. He's stealing.
Yeah, we're gonna have to charge him for that. That'll come out of your winnings, buddy.
your drone back, brother.
It's starting to rain over there, bro.
Alright, our judges are going to take a minute and calculate that score. It is getting a little bit more drizzly here. Just so you guys know, we're not really expecting much rain, so we're hoping this blows through. We can go ahead and finish dry competition. But just hang tight while we calculate these scores.
The supers are leaving.
Right now.
The supers are leaving, bro. It's fucking. Oh shit. Nah, I don't think it's passing through. Yeah, nah. I'm about to dip soon. Yeah, it seems like it's about to come down. The weather is coming down.
It's not wait.
Our next qualifying is sitting on the line waiting to take his second lap here.
Holy shit.
Of the game. Jake Paul, running at 130 BMW with that paint job. Actually waiting for his lights to illuminate to give him the green to take his second qualifying lap.
Hopefully it passes through, but my internet is acting stupid right now, so hopefully it passes through. Oh shit. Man, that shit coming down. Shit. Yeah, it's fucking cold. I know I'm definitely gonna be sick, man.
Unfortunately, Jabbar Ramos taking a 0 in the judges' eyes, taking a 0 in his second qualifying lap. He already has points. We'll see him in the show later today. Our next driver, Jake. Our 14th qualifying driver, second run down the list. These are his second runs of qualifying. The light just illuminated. Jake ready to take his second qualifying lap.
Let's see how he does.
And that
Goes in.
Sorry, Mike, that's going to be a 57 for Jabbar, so keep that.
57 for Jabbar. I apologize. 57 for Jabbar.
Oh yeah, it's coming down. After him, I'm dipping.
Hang on to those points going into our battle.
Ain't no way, bro.
Jake doing what he can to manipulate that machine through our now weather change road course here at round 2 of the Gambler. It's definitely not pouring, but it's definitely wet.
Definitely wet.
He's already got the
What he
wipers
said.
on. He's comfy. He's all right.
Mike is getting wet. I hope they're waterproof,
Well,
bro.
keep in mind, the judges do know the changing conditions, and they're not going to hold it against him, as if he was out here doing this lap in the dry. Obviously, this is much harder. The car was not set up for this weather, so we're going to give him a little bit of leeway there.
Nonetheless, Jake doing a great job.
He's trying to, he's not going to hold it. It seems like he's fucking with him, honestly, as you can see.
Jake Paul taking his second qualifying lap here. He already has some points on the board
Right,
for the show. Looking for improvements. I don't think that rain lap is going to find him the points that he needed, but nonetheless,
Bro, but
he's in the
shit.
battle.
Look at my leg. My leg is all fucking wet. People are starting to leave. It's starting to rain. It was low-key supposed to rain earlier. Not gonna hold you. It's supposed to rain earlier, probably like around. Oh shit! I gotta see this BMW. Low-key, not earlier. It's supposed to rain later. Like I was saying between like 6 or fucking 8. But it seems like it's raining earlier, which is fucking annoying as shit when they don't get accurate weather. You know what I'm saying? It's supposed to rain. It's supposed to be
A big shout to all you guys hanging out here
cloudy.
in the weather as well as all day. Thank you guys for coming out. A big shout to you guys on the internet. Love you guys. Thank you for joining us for round 2 of the
for an
Gambler.
hour.
Waiting for Jake's final score as Kevin Rosowski is patiently waiting with that turbocharged E30 BMW for his second qualifying lap.
And that will actually be some more points on the board there for Jake Paul with a 75. He's bettering his 70.6. The judges seem like they like to navigate around that track. So he does pick up a few more points. And sure enough, Kevin Rosowski, the rollback champion,
Oh shit!
hitting that a little bit too hard, and that's going to be a goose egg. It's okay, he was sitting on that 88, so he was not hard up for any points. He's going to keep that 88.3, and an A for effort from the announcers.
A for effort, my G. Keep it up, broski.
I mean, we love to see Kevin drive, getting a shot going down there. Unfortunately, sometimes gravity in the water plays harder than you do, but nonetheless, he has the points. He's in the ship. We'll see Kevin Rosowski in the battles.
It's supposed to be like at least 32 cars. Honestly,
This
it's
is water
fucking
is wet, sir.
Water wet.
Water is wet.
Water wet, track
fucking
wet,
freezing, bro.
tires wet.
So when love found you, make me want to.
All right, here we go. Our next driver on the line, Christopher, ready to take his second qualifying lap. And the lights are illuminated. He waits in time. Again, his
Look at his
second lap.
Let's go. We're getting down. Anyway, he did get into the wall a little bit there in that final outer zone, so let's hope that he keeps it out of the wall this time around. Sending it in there. 2 tires off there, so not quite a 0 yet, but you can definitely see the conditions are changed here at Racing Park for round 2 of the Gambler. Still doing a decent job with outer zone number 2.
A lot of people make it seem like it looks fucking easy,
Coming
but
down the hill, and unfortunately that is too much angle, a stop, and that is going to be a 0 for his second qualifying run. So he's going to have to hang on to that 68.6 of his first qualifying run.
It's a real shame to see these guys go through the time. It's really dialing themselves and their machines in, getting all those inputs and muscle memory locked up. But the rain really showcases who's capable of manipulating both themselves and their machine to get it done here at round 2 of the Gambler. This rain isn't going to be all day. Some of the battles, most likely, hopefully, will be super dry. So a lot of speeds already have points already in the show. So really, I take it aside.
another motherfucking. Wait, is that the same? No, it's a different. The other one was like choker type color.
It is possible the track
my pants, girl. Where's my pants?
So it is a good situation to get a feel for the car.
This is camera. Show y'all my fucking face.
Have that in your head for when. But I am
Keep still behind. I don't know if y'all can hear me. Y'all probably can't hear me. Not really.
Yeah, we know.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm not out there right now, but Louis Lons is. He's waiting for his second qualifying lap here at round 2 of the Gambler. We got a combination party going on with Low Scooties and Panda Fest.
Damn, bro, killing that shit.
You guys wander around, just staying slightly dry, just a small drizzle, just enough to get the track wet as Louis and his Corvette shoves a crank of angle down into outside zone number 1. Starts crowd walking that Corvette out into the box. This rain definitely slowing our drivers down, but you can see him manipulating that. Exactly what he needs to do. A little left foot brake, staying on the gas. You got to manipulate that car down the hill, keep his composure, balance that thing between the both axles, keeping the traction. I mean, I can't even so slow at this point.
Unfortunately, wet conditions are going to some parts of drifting to go out the window.
Yeah, it's really not helping. It's going so slow.
I don't like watching it. And I definitely feel for the drivers out here today having to
you can see some of these drivers are really standing on the throttle, making sure the machine's getting out to where they want to be, making decisions after because they're uncertain of what actually is going to be served to them. They have no idea if the tires are going to stick.
What is that, a GS300? I'm about to cop one of those, turn those shits into a drifter at this point.
So they're out here
what the fuck?
Game. They're doing their best.
But I definitely want to get my dream car and
during the show. We just gotta get through the rest of this qualifying.
Just have 2 of them shits. 2 of the fucking.
32. Our next driver sitting on the line, waiting to take his second qualifying run.
Damn, I forgot my fucking car name. 180 SXs. 2 of them. 1 for show and then 1 for drifting. Just for the hell of it, bro. Just the fuck of it. Just because I have the money.
What do they say about that? Just kidding. Alright, we got a 73.3 for Lance. Nicely done there, but he is going to keep that 76.3 of his first qualifying run. But as we said before, at least he knows, a little bit about how it feels out there.
I know the fucking dirt bikes over there, they having a fucking vibe over there.
Danner on the line here. Luke's got a ton of laps, and anybody who's used to driving a car that's set up a little more loose is probably going to do well here in the rain because it's all of a sudden, oops, no alignment space, you know? Alright, tossing it in there, Danner. Doing a great job keeping it together as he comes up the hill for outer zone number 1. Not a ton of angle, but it looks like he's feathering that throttle, trying to keep that thing sideways, keeping it dripping in those wet conditions. Coming around outer zone number 2 and down the hill to grab outer zone number 3.
Oh, hit the goal.
Probably 2 off, but again, that's in the deduction, not a 0. Definitely good for the precise first lap, but nicely done. Looking good for outer zone number 4. Transitions around to outer zone 5.
in the rain is definitely something to be said with the weight of the chassis, and that GS is definitely no lightweight contender here. All those doors on there weigh something, so he needs to make sure his decisions are confident and the car sticks, otherwise that thing's going for a ride.
Oh, they got the fucking, I don't know if y'all can see it, they got the fucking thing over there to tell them when to go. Ready, set, go.
The myth, the legend, Mike Knapp is ready to take his second qualifying lap. Already sitting on some points on the board. He's already in the party later today in our top 32, just looking to make some improvements here. We'll see if he can make some line choices, keep himself under control, stay on the asphalt, and see if he can extrude a little more points out of our judges here today at round 2 of the Gambler.
All right, we have a score for Luke Danner. It is a 74.6. That means he's going to keep his 77.3 and roll into competition with that
cold,
score.
bro.
Like Mike said, we have Mr. Knapp himself on the
brought my
line,
fucking
sitting with
hoodie.
an 84.
I'm in shorts and fucking shirt because I was fucking freezing. I mean, I was fucking hot as hell.
We're gonna get our track reset up here. Those clips and cones. Take it for a ride. Jamal Ramos finally returning what he stole from us. We'll get Luke back into position. Mike Knapp will get to see his second qualifying lap here. Thank you guys for joining here live and in person in Raceway Park. Thank you guys for being troopers through this little bit of a wet down, but it's going to drop. We're going to see our battles here momentarily. We're getting through what I call the boring part here in qualifying. Then we get to see all 32 of these drivers battle it out to see who's going to take home the big check. Once again, if you guys are hanging out here at Raceway Park, make sure you respect the venue in and out. We don't want you to see the local township here. They start handing out fun tickets. They're not cheap.
Handing out what?
Also worth noting that if me and Mike see you do anything stupid on the way out, we will roast you into the ground off mic in front of everybody, and it will be immortalized online on the live stream, so we highly suggest not doing that. We're pretty funny. We're pretty good at that, so I would just avoid that at all costs.
Remember that one dude who couldn't pull? Nerd.
All right, here we go. Mike Knapp tossing it in. Tons of angle there, trying to pull himself out, just absolutely pushing through that entry. And that is going to be a big goose egg there for Mr. Michael, unfortunately. I mean, he did the right thing with the steering wheel. The front tires just said, nah.
Yeah, that's where the rain really starts to chime in. The inertia or the extra inertia that normally gets accelerated from the tires, making traction with the asphalt, has now been completely deleted. You guys are guessing as far as going to stick or not. They have to constantly make adjustments to keep the machine exactly where it needs to be. It's no easy task. Nonetheless, Mike Knapp finishing off the rest of his lap, showcasing he's capable. He's got a little sauce to
We have 12 more drivers here that need to get a score in order to get into competition later on tonight. We're expecting competition to happen just after a short break here as soon as qualifying is done. So hopefully we can, take 5 and get right back into the action here. But thank you guys for hanging out in person, braving the little bit of a drizzle we got going on now, and watching at home as well. We appreciate you guys supporting any way we can out here for Raceway Parks the Game.
As always, make sure you show some love and support to our event sponsors and partners that help make this venue and event structure happen. A big shout to all of them, as well as you guys here and at home. Thank you guys for joining us. Thank you for joining me and Sarah. Listen to us.
The seats ain't even wet on up here.
The green light is illuminated. Mitch, ready to take his second qualifying lap here on that 350Z.
See what this 350Z got.
Make sure he stays out of that tire wall. A good snap early. A little tire smoke I see coming off the back of that 350Z. He does it on the outside one.
He got some
It's definitely probably
that
playing
big.
into the toy. Traction, they lost the traction going into the dump
ran
there.
into the
Mitch
dirt.
finding the dirt, a little bit of a wobble. He's gonna shut her down. It's probably wise. Save the machine for battles. You got the points. You're already in the show. I don't blame you, brother. I do not blame you.
Honestly, it's better this way than the other way around. Like, everybody here is sitting on a score now. There's only 2 drivers with mechanical failures who don't have anything. And I'd rather be sitting on a score and then get a 0 for straightening up or splitting out than
Nah, yeah, 100%.
So, no worries here. We're going to move on to our next driver. And Mitch will keep his 73.6 from his first qualifying run.
It's Seems that our drizzle has lessened up, but that does not mean that our drivers have an easier job. Now with the track drying up through these last couple qualifying runs, we're going to see
that track ain't drying
you
up.
already
No
saw
time
Mitch
soon.
had to
There's still a
navigate
little
through,
drizzle.
getting some tire smoke on the top side of his early initiation, and then coming down into the barrel, the bucket down on outside one, and it gets a little moist. It's a little moist.
It's a little moist. It's a little moist.
Because then you have nothing to expect. If a driver can successfully navigate around a patchy track, that was a lot of skill and a whole lot of luck.
That's why we call it the gambler. You're going to shove her in there and hope for the best. Nate Chen, the next to throw down into outside zone number 1 for his second qualifying run here at round 2. A big shout to Los Goonies and Panda Fest. Thank you guys for bringing out all these beautiful builds, especially all you guys hanging out in the pits. I smell what you guys are cooking over there. It smells delicious.
Yeah, we've got some fans rolling it up. We're happy to see them out here. A lot of really nice cars. That two-tone Sylvia, I've been staring at that all day. I'll tell you that much.
All right, here we go. Nate Chen with a big shove at the outside one. Keeping it under control. A little shy getting into the box. He gets it done nonetheless. A little small talk, but he got it done. He gets rotated out to outside zone number 2, keeping that FDR sitting on the asphalt here at Racing Park. Definitely the weather playing into how big he's going to be.
Oh shit, he hit it wrong.
This machine for the rest of the series. 0 points. It's the show. All he's got to do is just make sure he's the longest thing say that, and there goes a little in. There. That's what we need to see.
That was mean again.
He almost pulled into the mud. He got back on the asphalt.
Alrighty, Mr. Chen is sitting on an 86.3. I believe the judges are tallying his score. I'm not sure he can better that in the wet conditions, but we will let you guys know.
Our next qualifying driver in the bar box warming up his tires as we speak.
Oh my god, that shit sounds so good.
Bill the dent guy, that Corvette locked loaded, rolling off right behind that repurposed drag tree, waiting for those lights to illuminate and the green to send him down on his second qualifying lap. Phil already having some points in the game. I believe he is sitting on an 81 already, looking to see if he can make an improvement with this patchy track here on the road course at the Racing Park.
Well, he doesn't make an improvement. However, he does get an 85, so nicely done here in the wet for Mr. Chen.
I see they put that cone back that bro took all the way over there.
First qualifying run and headed to compliment that score. So, but still, 85 in the wet is nothing to sneeze at.
No, he definitely placed the vehicle where it needed to be. He kept his composure coming down the hill into outside zone number 1, which seems to be the write-off for a lot of these drivers in their second laps. We're going to see how
Must be
Phil
nice to have a
Silva
goddamn
does as he
umbrella.
navigates his Corvette
Getting
through his
wet.
second qualifying lap.
No diddy.
Phil is sitting on an 81. I'm sure he wanted to grab a few more points, but again, I don't know if that's happening out here. We're going to reset a cone here that we've got one of our track workers helping us out with, and then we'll get into our second run.
Make some noise for that Ram 1500. Yeah. Oh, you guys on the fence were stoked. I see you. Yeah. Mopar or no car.
Shirt gets wet easily, bro.
Phil officially waiting for his lights to illuminate to take that second qualifying lap. It looks like he's going to get his win, and the green is illuminated. Phil the dent guy coming down the straight here at Risley Park for round 2 of the gambling. All he has to do is keep his composure and land in that first outside zone. Looks like cautious as Phil navigates that Corvette into outside zone number 1. Keeping on the asphalt, Phil doing a fantastic job. Keeping that Corvette on the outside edge of our track. He rotates into outside zone number 2. Rotates down the hill, keeping the car at an angle. Very light throttle inputs as he navigates through our wet track on our road course. Phil doing a good job. The wipers beat wiper. And Phil's still out there, still on course. A little deep, pulls the tire back on the course here. Nothing still on clips like Jamar Ramos. Gets back into the people's corner. Makes some noise for definitely hear you out here. Screaming to his window.
Again, Bill with one of the weirdest Corvettes I've ever heard. But
Phil doing a fantastic job, even showcasing going past the fans how much little throttle he was using to manipulate around our course here, and then giving a little showboat as he goes past our stands. Thank you guys for joining us here in the rain at Raceway Park. It looks like it is lightening up. Our track is drying up. That doesn't mean your drinks have to. Make sure you wander over to Sneaky Pete's bar for our drinks. Make sure you tip your bartender. We also have our food court with plenty of food trucks open and willing to serve you snacks and beverages. Make sure you wander over there, get yourself something good to eat, as well as a big shout to Los Goodies and the Fest. We're still keeping this paddock full with a ton of quality builds, shiny builds. A lot of these things are like wicking water off of there. I need their detail guys' numbers. My windshield is dirty. Speaking of dirty, here comes Tim Frito for his second qualifying lap. The man, this dude has done a ton of laps around here. He is a maniac behind the wheel of this turbocharged E36 with zero remorse for his entire body struck. It is a pleasure to watch drive. Looking forward to his second qualifying lap, but more importantly, with already some points on the board, looking forward to him getting into battles.
All right, and he does get some points on the board here. Bettering his first score of an 81, Phil Silva with an 89.6. The judges really appreciated him navigating the track that well in the wet, so really nicely done there. Not quite our number one qualifier, but nothing to sneeze at, as I said before. We've got the lights out. Here comes Tim Frito Wilson, one of the gnarlier drivers here from Clovis and a gambler regular. Showing us how it's done. The wipers are on full speed, coming around outer zone number 1. Really nicely done here by Tim. I'm not even sure the track's wet right now with this line. Pretty aggressive in the outer zone number 2. Looking smooth and consistent. Maybe a little correction there, but grabs all of outer zone number 3. Well done there coming across that inner slip. Pulling just a little bit.
Oh, you hit that turn.
Outer zone number 4. One tire off. Transitioning around to the people's corner of outer zone number 5. Really well done here.
Make some noise for him. Tim Frito Wilson showcasing why he's usually the only dude out on track in any condition here at any Club Loose event. Frito is always throwing down. You can see he's comfortable with any adverse. Honestly, Tim Frito is a weapon. We put that boy in a pro car. I'm curious to see what he's capable of, but he got the points. He's looking for an improvement here. Our judges are doing the math. Sarah will be back with his second qualifying score in just a moment, but our next qualifying driver is already in the burnout box. Trevor Root piloting that supercharged LSA-powered BMW V36.
I got it.
And Tim picking up some more points on the board. Originally with a 78, now has an 83.6. Really well done there by Tim. And let's see what Trevor Root, Mr. Tree, has for us in the race.
Trevor Tree taking his second qualifying lap here at round 2 of the Gambler, paired up with Los Goodies and the Fest. Trevor working that V36 BMW down into outside zone number 1, keeping it on the asphalt. We want to see him on that outside line, keeping the circles inside our track limits. He does a great job navigating to outside zone number 2. Looks like he got a little rotation out of that front axle, but he manipulates it back under control into outside zone number 3. Trevor doing a good job as he rotates, masking his wipers energy. He comes back through that first and only gets like down into outside zone number 4. About in the match run, but nonetheless he's back on it. He's got to stay out of the mud here. And make some noise for Trevor Tree as he comes around.
Yes, sir.
I love how these guys can start hearing me yapping. They can back
Well done there, proud of Trevor for navigating this course and the lanes
forward to it no matter what. These drivers seem locked and loaded. All of our guys had plenty of practice earlier today. They look pretty solid qualifying, now understanding what they're kind of signing up for with that first initiation. These guys wanted to come in with a lot of oomph, and they're just getting slid right off stage left, exiting the track. And before they even get to start the qualifying laps here, it looks like we're getting a little bit of a drizzle here, so our next qualifying driver is definitely going to have a little bit of work as Sus now gets a sus track to deal with.
All right, and Trevor Root, we do have a score for him, a 77.3, so he's going to hang on to that 85.6 of his first qualifying run. Well done there. Let's go ahead and go to our next driver, Mr. Sus in that Chernobyl E46. See what he's got for us.
Waiting for our lights to illuminate on that second qualifying run for Sus as he patiently waits in that BMW on the far side of our road course here at Englishtown Raceway Park. Oh, we gotta wait for our bees in the sky. We gotta wait for the bees.
These are up, they're out. Points, definitely guys, show some love to our drone pilot. Points to them for being able to navigate the drone in the rain like this. It's actually coming down just a little bit more now, and still give us a really nice picture of the cars. Well done there, and thank you guys so much for the work you do. We definitely would not have the live stream without you guys, so thank you.
And here goes Sus on a second qualifying lap here as he's going to have to navigate down our slippery slope of a last initiation point. It looks like he gets the car at an angle. A nice mid line as he works his way into outside zone number 1. A bit safe out of here, but definitely okay with our conditions here. It started to again, so he has to navigate now with a fresh track, with fresh physics. He has no idea what's going on, but he's doing a fantastic job as he manipulates his machine down the hill into outside zone number 3. All he's got to do is keep his composure. He's got a couple more zones left. He works his way past that front and only inside clip. He's got to keep it on our track limits for outside zone number 4. He does a fantastic job there. Definitely the slow-mo is not ideal for him, but he gets to navigate here, and honestly, that little bit of windshield time may pay off when it comes down to battles if he gets a dry track later. He's doing a fantastic job outside limits of our track, keeping it on the asphalt. A little shove off the 5 miles, I'd say, shy of the wall. But a few points left on the board.
He has a 74.6 tonight. He's sitting on that score, and we'll see what the judges have to say about his second qualifying
I got that
run.
same shirt, Corvette
Just a
shirt.
moment.
Ah shit, I'm starting to feel it.
Our next driver already sitting on the line, patiently waiting in this boys track conditions for his second qualifying lap. William Burton piloting that 350Z. Great color on that car. Looks fantastic navigating through our road course, but we're gonna have to see how he can handle these conditions coming down. Slide through outside 1. He's got to land. He's got to even survive to get into the start of our road course here. If he can get past that, he's got that checklist of our judges. He's got a few points that you'd like to click through, but regardless, he's already in the show. You'll see the battles later today.
All right, we do have a score for Sus. We've got a 68.3. So he's going to hang on to that 74.6 of his first qualifying run. And let's move on to our next driver. I see the lights are out, and away we go. This time, William Burke is there in that, I think, pretty well equipped for the rain. So, not ish.
Nah, yeah, 350Gs are definitely it.
Again, though, all the practice laps have been dry, so we'll see what he's got for us here. We toned it down just slightly. I say stock, I hear a turbo. So,
Flutter.
all right, doing a nice job. Outer zone number 1, leaving it just a bit early though, as he comes around slightly straight as he comes into outer zone number 2, but doing a nice job coming down the hill there. With outer zone number 3, you can definitely tell down the hill and
Ooh, that's turbo.
like on that
Like a mother.
pavement there.
Both wheels are out.
Again, very slowly here, guys. To outer zone number 5 of the People's Corner. If you're a fan of that turbo blow off valve, go ahead and let him hear it here. Nicely done there for that second run, especially with the rainy conditions. We'll let you know if the judges are going to score this one or if they're going to dock it for that straight.
Jazz
Bro,
struggling
my
to get in a fight
the
with
back of my
Soccer
shirt
Dude.
is
All
soaked.
you hear is
I
the
mean,
big screaming.
like,
He's doing a
yo.
fantastic job. He navigated through our course here over the finish line, survived to fight another day. We'll see him in the battles here later. But our next driver off the line, Zachary Google, piloting that E92 BMW, patiently waiting for the lights to illuminate for his second qualifying run here at round 2 of the Gambler.
Shit. Keep saying I'm about to dip, but still continue to sit here and watch them drift. I don't know, man.
Patiently waiting for those lights to illuminate. Our judges are ready, waiting for him to take his second qualifying run, and green light means go. Here we go, Zach taking his first, his second lap here. For qualifying around 2 of the Gambler, he's got to survive the slip and slide coming down into the outside zone number 1. Dragging that BMW out, looks like he's going to make it. Staying on the asphalt, he's got to stay out of the mud. Doing a good job navigating through outside zone number 1. Zach rotating that big BMW out to outside zone number 2. Looks like he's keeping his composure down the hill as he works his way into outside zone number 3.
Oh, he hit the cone.
Just clicking that cone off with the backside of that cone.
Oh!
That front inside click, you can see that cone as well until the right hit as he navigates to the outside 4. Tire off, just a slight left, not a 0.
Oh, God
He's coming into people's corner. Make some noise for him, let him hear you. He can hear you. Barely in a throttle coming out of that corner as he works his way down to at this point. Back up. Swing hard, wanna go. Nice and safe. Survived the lap. He's already got some points.
Should have brought a poncho. Bro came with a poncho and everything.
So Kugel is sitting on a 69.3. We'll let the judges tally his score, but in the meantime, we can go back to William Burgess's run. Previously had a 64.3, scored with a 50.6. So he's going to keep that 64.3 going into comp. Back to Kugel, the judges are going to take a look at that, tally that run. I believe he should get some points for that. Whether it's going to beat that 69 is another thing. We will keep you guys posted as soon as we have a score for him.
Our next qualifying driver down on 29th position here in qualifying is Andre in that Audi that Audi RS5. It's not a BMW. Thanks to FCP Euro, stickered on the door. Looking forward to watching him take his second qualifying run as well as getting to the battles as he's already sitting on some points. He's looking to make some improvements here. Maybe dial in himself, trajectory, line, and choices for his battles here. Just honestly, we're close. We're almost done.
We're really close. We're going to take a short break after qualifying and before comp just to get everything set up, but we'll head right into comp after this. So for Kugel, he's got a 68.6, so he's going to keep his 69.3 into competition here. We got 4 more drivers. Andre on the track right now in that Audi. That's an interesting sight to see. We'll see what he can do here. He is currently sitting on a 91.3. Really nicely done there. So let's see if he can do any better with his second qualifying run. But that one's going to be really hard to beat, especially in these conditions.
I believe Andre is our #1 qualifier currently. I could be wrong. Like I said, I don't spit on the stick. But here we go. Andre taking his second qualifying lap here at round 2 of the Gambler. Yeah, so you guys have fun. Our judges are ready, waiting for our lights to illuminate.
After him going, I'm gonna just walk around.
You guys are unaware,
and then
these are normally all-wheel drive, so maybe he's switching that on right now as he's going to take his wet lap here on the road course.
All right, here we go. Andre in his FCP Euro Audi car coming up here. It's interesting to see a rear-wheel drive. It's just so nice to watch.
that shit looks so clean.
Left foot there, a lot of left foot brakes to keep it in the zone. Normally that'd be a little much, but maybe the judge might give a break on that. He's just not in a roller down the hill. Doing a great job in the zone right there going into that outer zone number 5 in the people's corner. Let him hear it. Let him know that you really love watching an Audi turn track out.
Man, Andre going crazy,
Screenshot.
Alright, I'm done with this.
I want to see his camera roll.
That's the strategy. He got in all the zones. It was really, really slow, and that lap was entirely left with brakes. But given the conditions, I feel like that's probably as good as we can be expected.
Well, as I said before, I think he's our #1 qualifier, but to be noted, he's also cranking the angle out. It's really hard to get those circles to do stuff when they're almost like completely sideways. So he's hanging and manipulating that car at high angle in the wet. So we see how our judges score that second round.
Yo, bro, I didn't realize it was raining this early, bro.
Score already. So looking
I think you're finna go walk around and I'm gonna dip, alright? Alright, shit.
It looks like our scores are getting entered as I speak. Give us just a moment to calculate all of his scores for all 7 of these zones by all 3 of our judges here at round 2 of the Gambler. Thank you once again for you guys joining us here live and in person at Raceway Park. Make sure you guys both respect the facility and yourselves and each other. Make sure you tip your bartenders. Make sure you wander around, say hello to everybody. Be friendly. We're here for a good time, not a long time.
Thank you, Mike. All right, Andre with an 82 on his second qualifying run. I think that's darn good given the conditions, but he will keep that 91.3 of his first qualifying run, and I believe that is our #1 qualifier.
One nigga that went about sitting up in those stands for like at least 30 minutes.
Yeah, I mean, the reason is just stuck in one place.
I don't know why, bro. I ain't got no hoodie and shit. It's starting to get cold. I was like, hell no.
You're like, I came all the way out here. I want to make it worth it. So,
Type shit, you know. I've been here for like 2 hours. I ain't tripping.
yo, fucking Walter had me dying with that shit, but he's like, what nigga said? You know, one he did that time.
Nah, but see, a lot of people don't even know what that is. Like, what is Panda Fest? I'm like, it's just a big ass organized park with drifting and etc. She was like, alright. I told my mom. She was like, okay. I was like, yeah, I need my card and stuff. It's like $30 to get in. She was like, oh, $30? What the fuck? I'm like, that's actually cheap if you think about it. Other places be charging fucking $70. Exactly.
I know it's like security card in itself.
My car not show ready yet.
Yeah, I was thinking about, but I saw some cheap ass Accords with the secured tails and like, that's it. I've been there. I saw cheap ones like that.
You parked over here? Man, bro, you don't know where your car is? Ah, I don't think I know where my car is. Let me chill out. What the fuck I parked? But alright, G. Alright, see you later, bro. Let me know if it gets any better, alright? I said, hit me up if it get any better. The weather and shit. I don't even remember where I parked at. I just look for a car with a roof rack and a tire on it. That's the only way I know where I parked my car. I know it was close to the entrance. Roof rack and a tire. Oh yeah, I found my car. I found it. Found my car. But over there is where like the qualifiers and shit, all them other drifting is that. That's what all the track is. That's the other track. So it's one track over there. This one is the main track over here. I see a shop. Because the drifting course ain't really gonna get any better on the fact of there's just stop. Okay. But the track is still wet. So the track ain't gonna dry anytime sooner. And the drifting is gonna get slower and slower because they don't wanna fuck up. And drifting look like it's just somebody gotta show up before you leave. Never be pumped again. Alright, guys. I made my way to my car. When I get back to my hometown, I'm most likely gonna stream, walk around. If it's not raining, most likely gonna stream and walk around because I wouldn't say it's a waste of $30 coming all the way out here and it's not, drifting, but it ain't just drifting, you know what I'm saying? It's supposed to clear up soon. I believe so. drip too, huh? Yeah, bro, I was up there on the drip stand, bro. My back was wet as hell, man. But it was alright. Yeah, I'm sitting right now. You know, so what's up? That shit, but yeah, bro. That shit. Yeah, what's up with what's the name at? Yeah. Why you ain't come over this one? You out of bread? Yeah, what time you got here? Yeah, nah, I would've still gonna keep at it, man. That's how I was like, I'm not trying to get shit. It's already soaked up there and shit, so I might be sick the next day and shit. But other than that, bro, I'm just like, I enjoyed it. This is my first ever Panda Fest coming up there. Alright, G, appreciate you, yeah. I'm gonna keep coming out. It's not one time, like bumping. It's not one time. So fucking over. I need to get. I have the tool where you can attach it. That shit just keeps coming off. I don't know. It's because I don't have the proper what's it called. I gotta take the fucker on and off and stuff like that to get to certain parts. But yeah, like I said, I'm